Okay, here's a game of Trench Raid. I'm just doing an after action report. Maybe next time we'll play through it live once I get my little camera mount, set up. So this one was just a learning game, so I thought I'd post it as an after action report. The raiding party had as its objective a trench lines objective, and it was to find a headquarters. Now, this is learning, so I just wanted to meander around here and there, right? But as you can see, we made our way from our jumping off point out this way, found a few messed up forests. This is supposed to be a ruined building. I couldn't find the particular counter for it. It's somewhere in the mixture, Made it up to the trenches. I was wandering this way for a little while, clearing those hexes, when I discovered, wait a minute, the headquarters are going to get rolled up on the support and the reserve lines. I made my way through the communications trench, began clearing hexes here. I at first thought maybe I'll go this direction, but seeing another communications trench, I thought I'll take my chances. I mean, you have a lot more rolls that you can check on that direction. But I did get a bit lucky. I moved this way. I was clearing all these hexes. Then, boom, rolled snake eyes for this hex right here. The officer there surrendered. So we cleared that objective. The rule indicates, hey, we're looking for papers, and documents. So we got that. Plus there's prisoners, and I rolled up five soldiers plus their officers. So they became our prisoners. We made our way back all the way to, with not many incidents at all, really, on the way back. I think one minor incident, but just general, a few parts of the narrative that were kind of interesting. So my NCO went missing, but I rolled pretty well on his table there, and he made it back to friendly lines safe. So yeah, you get lost in the dark, right? There were a few spots where we had to deal with, a machine gun nest, the mortar here. I think there was a spot where we had a bunch of rats that, were infesting a location, so we dealt with those. Mutilated corpses messed up one of my men. His courage dropped. And really, it wasn't too much of a dangerous mission. I got nervous about my man going missing, but I brought my men back. Let's see, I had Bomber 1, who had a light wound. Rifleman 2 had 2 light wounds. Rifleman 1 had a serious wound and a light wound. A lot of luck was spent along the way to keep us active and avoiding issues. The Rifleman 3, he had a real tough time against the rats, and wound up with -2 courage. Or no, that wasn't the rat stuff. Sorry, that was the mutilated corpses. It really messed with him, and I wasn't able to get him to recover. There was one other fellow that failed on the swarm of rats check, and command roll helped him get snap out of that. But all in all, quite enjoyable. And really cool was that once I got back here, so I had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th roll there. And there was only one snake eyes in this whole mix, so it was bound to arrive. No, that's just the gambler's fallacy, but I felt quite satisfied that I obtained the snake eyes to get the headquarters. We maneuvered our way back. I was able to get all the way to the jumping off point. All in all, pretty nice. The rules are not overwhelming. Everything is very clearly written. The only thing that I should have been paying attention to was, why was I doing this work here in the, in the front trench? In the front trench, I thought maybe I'll find a HQ, so I'm working on these hexes. And then as I got the fog out of my brain, I realized no HQ in the front trench. So that's why we made it through the communications trench and started hunting for this 2 or 12 result. So I got lucky, I think. And yeah, no casualties, no major problems. This is pretty successful. I had no news dispatches that came out of this. So I might try this as a campaign, but we'll see. All in all, enjoyable. Let me know your thoughts. And I know I messed a few things up, but you know, it's a learning game, and the narrative it tells is fun. It goes pretty fast. Probably this took me half an hour. And even, you know, coming back, I rolled lots of dice to check for the, you know, a 1 on a cleared hex becomes a potential event. So had a few of those that I thought, ouch, I hope that's not going to be a big event, and it didn't turn out to be one. Which is interesting, right? Because you have a high chance of an event on a clear hex. So I did get super lucky, and the narrative favored me this time. Anyway, a pretty fun game. In my goals here, I'll be hitting more solo games and trying to do these after action reports. But nonetheless, all good. All right, thanks.